Is your brain ready? Ready for the ride of a lifetime.
Move it!
Buckle up for an audio journey of epic proportions.
It's going to be an exciting adventure.
A journey so out of mind that it borders on the insane.
The next word that comes out of your mouth better be some brilliant fucking Mark Twain shit. Because it's definitely getting chiseled on your tombstone.
We are back, baby. We are fucking back.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
What, are you scared?
No.
Welcome.
I've been drinking Kool-Aid Jammers like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie.
DJ Jazzy Death up in the house.
We are here. The OG on-call pod. Because I've been running it solo for a bit. Guested on a couple.
Just like your sex life.
Running solo. You do what you got to do to survive. And that's what I've been doing. So, Lowell, welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
I know you're the co-host, but we don't have a contract, so I guess I can always count you as a guest.
Happy to do it.
I've missed you a lot.
So, what's up with your intro? It's like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes long. I mean,
okay. First off, that was 32 seconds. I already timed it.
Okay.
And then I played this song because I don't have an ending for the one that I just played.
I think you should own it. But yeah, that was pretty good.
Right.
Did you make that yourself?
With some assistance. Because I don't have instruments to do the riffs.
And your setup has changed again, I noticed. You're standing now.
I can't stop moving. Stagnation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do stand because you can keep better track of your drunkenness.
That's a good call.
Interesting. Did not know that.
And I feel hyperactive if I'm sitting down. I even stand up a chart. That's why I can move everything that I want. And now that I have this nice AC unit in here, it's nice and cold in my garage, even though it's like 80 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's warm. So fill me in. What's been going on?
Well, I haven't saved any lives lately, but I haven't killed anybody either. Jax is getting big. I took up some golf. I'm shitty at that.
Yeah. It just doesn't seem interesting to me.
Have you ever played golf?
Like when I was a kid.
Because I will say I'm not nearly as good at watching it.
Actual golf, or just went to like a putting range or a driving range? Excuse me.
I can tell that you've been a big golf fan in your day. I went to a driving range. I also did a couple of rounds at a couple different courses. And I should be going Tuesday if work permits me the day off.
Would you...
and if Nicole says it's okay.
What'd you score? What'd you shoot?
A lot. There's a...
Like 150, 200?
96. So 24 over par.
It's not bad. If this is your first time playing, right?
It's not as bad as it could be, considering most people who don't play a lot are in the 40 over par, so I'll take it.
I figured I'd be like at the point where I would just give up before I made it to the end.
I've been there. But it wasn't when I first started. So when I was several months in, I was thinking I was getting good, and then I had a really bad day. And I quit on hole 16. I was like, forget it. It's not going to get any better today.
The interesting thing about golf is how mental it is.
Yeah, I think anyone can have the skill to be good at it, but consistency and mental fortitude.
Yeah, there was that experiment where the guy was like, I'm going to test out the 10,000 hour rule, and he tried to become a professional golfer. Oh. He got pretty good, but he injured his back like halfway through or something. It's pretty anticlimactic. It's like that.
I totally believe that. The golf swing is tough on your back.
Mm-hmm.
I did get a putting green right here in the man cave, so I can at least practice.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, not a whole lot going on. Kids take up a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Babies puking on you, they switch up to solid foods. What about you? What's going on in your life in Hot Lana?
Oh, don't call it that. No, you're not allowed to call it that. Sorry.
Oh, is it a white thing, or is it a I'm not there thing, or is it just not cool anymore?
There's a beer from Monday Night Brewery called "Don't Call It Hot Lana." Like, what? Nobody. It's just like a thing that people get mad about here. I don't know. I used to call it that before I moved here.
I don't know how many people from Atlanta say Hot Lana.
Zero. Literally zero of them.
Is it really zero? Like, that's just not.
It's literally zero.
Yeah, I think it's outside people that call it Hot Lana when it's uncomfortably disgusting out.
It's unacceptable, I think. Like, if you are here for more than like a day or two, you can no longer say it for some reason. I don't know why.
We're sensitive here. It's almost like when people say that they're from Atlanta, but they're from like Gwinnett, that you're not from Atlanta.
Whatever. It's all from Atlanta. We're just trying to survive out here, man. Okay? It's tough.
It's hard out here in these streets.
In Tucker, Georgia.
That's not Atlanta.
See,
you can't even claim it.
Where are you from? Tucker, Georgia? That sounds like somewhere out in the boondocks. Like, no, it's 10 minutes from Atlanta.
Yeah, not even.
I think it sounds like you're from fucking nowhere, no matter where you're from, if it's not Atlanta.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody here, if you're from Atlanta, you don't say you're from Georgia. You say you're from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Georgia?
Even, what's the capital? Is it Athens?
Atlanta.
Jesus.
Okay, so there's Athens, Georgia. There's Macon, Georgia. There's all those other.
There's Augusta. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Savannah.
Augusta, it sounds like it would be just as podunk.
There's Cleveland. There's Helen. Sorry, that was really loud.
Now Mousy there.
Helen. Oh my God, that is like the
Helen, Georgia.
There's Hiawassee. There's Hamilton. I can just start naming random places.
Helen's an enigma. It is randomly this town decided they were going to rebrand themselves to be like a tourist destination. So they rebuilt the town to look like
a little German alpine town.
So what you have is a redneck tourist German looking town in the middle of nowhere.
Our Raider Zane.
Nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, and there's like last time I went, there was like wasps' nest that was like I was like running away from them. I was like, and there's bikers
everywhere. Oh yeah, but the biker community up there is really big.
When you say biker, do you mean like Trek bicycles or like a Harley Davidson?
Like a Harley Davidson, not like a bunch of guys like with the fucking penis helmets and the like, spandex.
Super suit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which group is the bigger asshole?
I think it's a person-to-person thing, you know?
More people think that ride bicycles that they own the road than I feel like a Harley person does.
Well, I'm saying is like they break the law on the road all the goddamn time. I'm like, they're just going through that. I'm like, if you're going to be riding on the road, you should be following the rules. Like, just say it, you know? Hey,
if I was a cop, I would be, because they deserve to get hit. And they act like I'm the jerk just because I'm driving close. Like, hey, man.
Stay hit.
Physically hit, not like hit by my car.
Yeah, they deserve to be reminded to grab a handful of pennies. You know, I'm just kidding.
Love taps are okay. No, it doesn't like...
Throw
you
some
just knock them off balance.
I like to keep a half-open bag of gravel at the back of the car so I can just shake it on there and see if they... Hold on, buddy. Bumpy ride.
I'm thinking just shout something confusing to them. So not like insulting because that'd be too much, but like confusing so where they'd be thinking about it for the whole day. Like, what was that guy talking about? Like...
Let's see here. You can't really talk about anything else going on in your life, can you? Because it's...
Me?
Yeah.
I can.
Your promotion?
Oh.
That's pretty big deal.
Yeah. I just order gear now. But so all my nerd gear knowledge is getting put to use. Ooh.
Can you put it on Build-A-Cast?
My gear knowledge?
Yeah. It's kind of how it's supposed to be. I mean, that's what you need, right? You need knowledge to build a cast. I got friends asking me now if they're sending me questions with like links, like, "Oh, will this work for this?" Just because they know that I have a podcast and pretty subpar audio quality and video very clearly better.
Yeah, video's better. Yeah, your audio quality because you're running all these effects into that device, aren't you?
Yeah, I turned several of them off, actually.
I can hear a compressor, I feel like.
That's turned down too. Let's see.
No, because somebody else I was talking to had one, and I was like, oh, I think my friend has one. And then, but yeah, no, I'm telling Sweetwater, like, anytime I need to test out gear, send it to me so I can record, like, a setup tutorial, so.
There's no compression right there.
Yeah, it sounds much better.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, you should never add effects when, like, what you're doing is called tracking. You're recording effects live, which means you can adjust them later.
I just have such a naturally beautiful voice. I shouldn't be fucking with the stuff as it is.
So much better. You should not be compressing at what you're doing.
I don't even know what the compression's for. That's the problem with me.
Your ratio is too high. What compression does is it pushes down peaks. But yours, if you do it too high, I'm guessing your ratio is like 5 or 10 or 15 to 1. But
we'll never know.
Yeah.
What's going on with you over there in the back?
Been extra busy at work. We got approved to administer the COVID vaccine to our community and got shipped lots of Pfizer vaccines. So we've been working in overdrive, vaccinating our community and kids 16 and up. So, long time.
You get any new knives?
No new knives yet. Hopefully there will be some pending. Need to have some sharpening days soon to take good care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're going to have good knives, you need to take good care of them. But no new knives yet.
Do you routinely just sharpen a knife here and there?
You should.
When she wants to, make a statement.
But it's good if you're going to have knives, even with not great knives or cheap knives or whatever. The best thing you can do is keep it, maintain it. And
keep it ready to kill if you need to.
Yeah, to kill, fillet.
Yeah. Also, you want to sever your finger completely as opposed to half sever it. So keep it sharp.
They say blunt knives are dangerous.
Yeah.
They're more dangerous than sharp ones.
I wonder what the percentage difference would be for that then. Like, I do realize a very sharp knife is going to find that knuckle a lot better on like cutting chicken and shit. But man, it would mess me up. I'm afraid of washing the ninja blades because I sliced my hand so bad one time.
I like stick my hand down the disposal and see if I can pull it out before I touch. No, I was kidding. But no, it's because the blunt knives tear more when they cut, I think, is the logic, right? Well,
you have more likelihood to like slip and nick and things like that versus like a good sharp knife is going to go through what you're cutting versus like potentially slip off of it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, the pressure required to break the surface tension of a vegetable skin.
Also, like let's say you do slice through your finger, have you ever tried to like glue something back together when it's like all jagged?
Torn.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't glue it back as good.
I can't say that I've tried to glue too much of my body back together.
Oh, it's a normal thing. Super glue?
I mean,
yeah, that's for cuts. Mm.
I do. I keep Gorilla Glue for it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to routinely buy new glue because it dries out in the container.
Have you ever tried jerking off with Gorilla Glue and see if you can get there faster enough before you get stuck?
See if I get there before it dries. No, not yet. And, am I allowed to dilute it a little bit? Because I feel like as quick as I am, I'm still not that quick.
You got to get halfway there with your thoughts before you start.
Yeah. I'm not going to get halfway there with a thought, but...
She had the nicest boobs. Oh, my God.
I can get there with a thought.
Yes. So we've both got our second shots. Have you been vaccinated? Oh, really? How come?
I mean, work repeatedly was going to line it up for me.
Yeah, they haven't done it yet?
They have not. And then our county was making it an issue to my age. And then my boss texted me and she's like, I'm going to send you the link to this new one because you're a young healthcare worker. And then she didn't do it. She hasn't been in the office since.
You work with seniors.
How does that?
All right. We won't call your business.
That's insane.
At this point. I don't know. I tested negative for it just this week, so I haven't had it yet. I had a cold
Might have been it.
Nicole was pretty nervous. No, I got tested like during peak.
Yeah, so they going to give you guys Pfizer or what? Like, when can you go get it? I mean,
I'm hoping for the Johnson & Johnson one so I can get myself a nice healthy clot.
God, now the freaking QAnon people are going to go crazy about that one.
Right. They don't give a shit about 500,000 people dying, but 6 clots. Woo!
Well, I'd stay off the conservative subreddits.
I'm signing up for some 8chan.
Ooh, yeah. That's where, oh man, that is really interesting about QAnon though.
I watched the first 3 episodes of the QAnon
HBO
doc. Man, it's so funny at how dumb some of these people are. They don't realize like they're the butt of the joke.
Yeah, but I think it's really fascinating how they get radicalized
so easily.
Well, it's weird though because with that many people, there's something going on, and it's not like it's very convincing. It's like the way that their psychology works. But Reply All does a good episode. It explains it all.
I do think you told me about Reply All, and I want to. That's just a podcast, right? Non-video, so it's like a Spotify.
Yeah, it's like a podcast, not like a video.
Unlike ours, yeah, we have a video podcast, like a vlog.
Yeah, I don't know.
Vlog sounds way worse than a video podcast.
Well, vlogging is
different.
Oh, sorry. What's the difference? What's a vlog? Truly, is it just my life?
Truly is more like everyday life,
it's
like not mundane activities.
It's one person talking to a camera. Mm-hmm. But what about? Is it a podcast if we did not have submit it to the podcast apps? What would you call it then? Just YouTube.
Welcome to my video diary.
Yeah.
Welcome to my YouTube my YouTube page. And I have seen now there's been we were ahead of the game doing it YouTube instead of Twitch.
We were? Oh, right, because Twitch, nobody's on it anymore because
everyone's dumping off of Twitch because it's live or nothing. So like all content creators at this point, if they want to do anything beyond a live stream and make any video whatsoever, are leaving. Unless you're Ninja or Shroud, I guess.
Some people are. Well, this girl that I'm recording with for an episode on ADHD is leaving TikTok. She has 400,000 followers on TikTok. She just gives like ADHD advice.
Does she get paid on TikTok?
Probably.
Yeah, say at 400,000, you'd think that she would have some sway.
She's switching over to Twitch. She's a full-time content creator. I'm assuming she does also doing like YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and stuff. That's a lot, man. You gotta like plan it all out with like a scheduling app and all this stuff.
At that point, I think I would need a producer to help with timelines.
That's you. You're the producer.
I make a YouTube video. Like I don't break this shit down. Like I don't record this to break it down in a separate app to make it into like small clips. I need an AP.
Yeah, I mean, and as soon as your money becomes more than you need so that you can pay someone, then yeah, totally, it makes sense.
Yeah, then I need a video editor. Then I'll need a sound guy and a light guy.
That's you.
That's why this is a mostly weekly podcast in a man cave. I don't even want to call it a garage anymore because it's too nice to just be a garage now.
We have setups fancier than podcasts that like fucking my brother and me recording like fucking with their clipping levels and editing in Audacity and shit. And we're like, we have all the gear and all this software and all. Oh,
that's true. I do have professional equipment and a very semi-professional podcast. I go all out. I have a really nice gaming computer. I haven't played a game on it in like 5 weeks.
Yeah, but when you load up 150 tabs of Chrome...
Nicole's looking at me like I'm crazy. What game have I played, love?
Call his ass out, Nicole. Get her some headphones.
What? I don't know what it was called. What was I doing on it?
Is the game called Pornhub?
Yeah.
A movie it looked like a movie I was tapping away on.
Yeah. He's tapping away on his movie. Oh, I had original sound off.
Pornhub.
Boom. Is it echo?
Yep.
Is echo?
There is echo.
All right, I turned it off.
Yeah, I'll run this shit, buddy. Bring it on home.
I think I'll stop.
This is Thriller.
Should we talk about boobs or
Boobs?
Does Nicole have headphones? Can she listen to this, or is she just playing Animal Crossing or something?
Animal Crossing. She has headphones, but she's not. They're not on. She could easily be listening, and she could partake. I could have a wireless microphone.
I know. Yeah,
She could be on right now.
she could just every once in a while just call your ass out,
Like she just tried doing right now. Yeah.
like even another room in the house.
I'm surprised. I bought it for her to do it because she hated trying to worry about mic technique.
Ugh, how dare!
Why you want her to join in the conversation about boobs?
Well, no. Well, yes, but no. I wanted to join a conversation about calling you out.
Oh, about calling me out? She does that enough. I don't know if I want I don't know if I need my joy to be brought up and her calling me out.
Totally understand.
She's had an open invitation to join in the podcast. I wish she would more, but she doesn't like it. And she hates being on camera.
Oh.
I'll leave her off camera.
Yeah, we'll just show like a picture of her, and then like a little microphone
Let's put
signal.
a picture of her right in front of the camera, so it just knows that's who's talking.
And I can animate the mouth moving.
What? You have to get on the podcast for me to worry about putting your picture on the screen. That's fine, but I have to worry about you being on, babe. I'm
Tell
talking
her
to myself. Tell her what?
Podcasts are supposed to be audio.
Yeah, podcasts are audio, babe. You don't need to be on camera. You can join in discussion.
Do you think people really enjoy looking at us? I think it's your dad. It's like your dad's like, Terry's just like, oh, I get to see Michael every once in a while.
You make my dad sound like he's a 78-year-old man.
Well, I don't know how he sounds. Well, actually, we've talked before, but maybe...
You've talked with my dad on the phone?
Yeah, I'm very sure your dad's called me before.
I believe that. He likes to talk on the phone a lot more than I do, I believe.
He's more like a dad to me than my own father.
I bet he loves to hear that.
I mean, I'm just joking, but my dad did piss me off recently, so...
Oh, do tell, Lowell. How did your dad piss you off? Elaborate. Enunciate. Let me hear it.
Enunciate? Okay, I will tell you this story. Actually, it's pretty funny. He was doing a podcast episode about chronic pain.
Your dad was on a podcast?
Well, he came and visited me for my birthday, and he was the one who was telling me all about the Dr. Sarno, like, yell your pain away. Chronic pain is mostly just mental. And then for some reason, I came in contact with a doctor who was also like pitching that method, an orthopedic surgeon. And so my dad came on. I was like, here, come record with me. Tell me about your experience with it. So he comes on. He tells his experience with it. He's like, yeah, I had this one time I twisted my back and I was in terrible, terrible pain. And then I saw this Dr. Sarno method, and then my back pain went away and never came back. So I recorded with it. I was like, oh, this would be a good like intro for the episode. Then the very next day, he gets terrible back pain, can't get off the couch. They have to delay their drive home, like all this stuff. And then he blamed it on me because he said he was worried about me because I was...
Yell your pain away.
Because of ADHD related stuff. And I was just like, good God.
It is crazy how many times I've actually heard of this yell the pain away.
I don't know about the yelling method, but this guy that I interviewed, it's essentially like a... like anxiety. He says anxiety is what is causing the majority of chronic back pain. So, like, Ender wants to go out of the room.
Oh, better let Ender out.
Where are you gonna go? You're just gonna go out and then come right back in?
She was mad because I moved my foot. Come back. I'm sorry. I won't move my feet again the rest of the episode. Scout's honor.
Are you a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout?
I do have some cool...
And I can't really... Your Scout's honor don't mean shit right now then, does it, Jenna?
What?
Listen, I went to my brother's Boy Scout things every Monday night. And plus, Boy Scouts are better than Girl Scouts.
Well, I mean, you can just come out as trans and you can join the Boy Scouts anyway if you wanted to. Unless you live in Texas.
Huh?
Bill 1646.
Oh, yeah, I don't even care enough to think about the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Scouts thing.
It's way worse than that. Texas, the Bill 1646. Oh, let's see here. What is the OBS going to do for me here? Right? Texas bill would designate gender-affirming care for transgender minors as child abuse. As in, if you love your child who comes out as transgender and you support them, you are abusing your child.
Yeah. So,
Of course, Texas would do something like that.
and this was one of those things where you're like, when you first hear it, you're like, oh, that makes sense. You shouldn't get a gender reassignment before 18. You may change your mind.
No.
But when you actually research into it, you realize that,
I'm showing it to you.
Oh, yeah, you realize that that's actually not the case.
Yeah, if you look, I think if you look at the statistics for those that are transgender, they have there's no other condition, disease that has a higher suicide rate.
Yeah, it goes down considerably once they transition, but I guess you're not actually sexually transitioning till later. You can't do it till you're in your 20s, but you're just slowing down the adolescent process, right?
It depends. Because there are people like Jazz Jennings who she's transitioned. I think she might have, I don't know if she was under 18, but she was one of the people to start when she was very young. But it has its ups and downs in terms of when you actually transition and start your hormone
replacement. Yeah.
Because aren't we understanding now that actually your sex on the outside of you and on the inside of you is actually can be different? Not just mentally, actually. Nobody?
I mean, with hormones, technically, I think yes.
I mean, chromosomes compared
Well, there's
to your...
Klinefelter syndrome, which is an XXY.
See there. Educate. Mouse. What Laverne Cox, the one from
Oh, yeah.
Orange is the New Black. Is she a... I know she's a twin of a male. Was she a male that transitioned to a female, or was she just a... Right? She was a male transitioned? She's done a lot of hormone replacement because she's getting thinner and much more feminine features since the beginning of Orange is the New Black. Because I just watched her in Promising Young Woman.
I watched that.
That was a fucking crazy movie.
Yeah. Did you watch Hard Candy? Oh, sorry.
Hey, man. You didn't even give me a review. Did you like Promising Young Woman? It's not often I get to watch a new movie while you still have to pay to watch it.
I got a movie for you. Nocturnal Animals. But yes, Promising Young Woman was good. It was good. I just feel yeah. Oh, Christopher Mintz-Plasse was in it. The, McLovin.
Yeah. He was a nice guy. R/nice guy. Very much so.
The whole thing, to be honest.
Oh, see, that's why you didn't love the movie near as much.
Nocturnal Animals, though.
Nocturnal Emissions?
Well, that too, but,
yes.
It's been a while, but, no, it's Tom Ford directed it. The fucking designer, he can fucking direct. I was, blown away when I saw it. I was like, how did I not hear about this fucking movie?
How's Michael Kors?
Who's that?
Another designer.
All right. Hilarious.
I am. I'm funny. I'm glad she enjoyed it a little bit.
She laughs at everything.
Nocturnal Animals. Okay, give me a premise. Give me a reason why I should watch it.
Oh.
Promising Young Woman won 27 awards for original screenplay and writing.
It's amateur compared to this movie. Nocturnal Animals is actually fucking disturbing. Not blood and gore. I'm
not trying to watch Kids where I can just traumatize myself with rape.
No, it's not like Kids. No. Would you?
Oh, look at. Oh, maybe.
I mean, there may be a little bit of
just
rape.
a smidgen of rape. Well, it's implied. It's not you don't see it.
Implied rape. Oh.
Actually, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's because if any explanation of the premise is not going to sound good.
I don't know. It's a weird movie.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
2016. Well, way to be on the ball, Lowell. I'm sure.
I know. I was like, how did I not hear about this? Is the best movie I've watched in 2 years, and I've never heard of it before. And it's Tom Ford, the designer directed it? I'm so confused. Like, why are some people so fucking talented? It's bullshit.
It is unfair. Like, when you have a really pretty person that's also just, like, an amazing singer, it's like, come on, Selena. What are you
He's
doing?
handsome, too. That's 3 things. Handsome, direct, designer, probably.
Neo-noir, psychological thriller film. It's not his first.
It's not.
It's his sophomore.
It's not as good, but it's still good, this first one. I watched it afterwards.
Well, look at who he has in the movie. Amy Adams, Jake Gyllenhaal, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Isla Fisher.
Performance is ridiculous.
Laura, like, he has, and Michael Sheen, he has nothing but fucking superstars in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but what are you talking about? Like, there's been shitty movies with Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal in it. And that isn't even, they are, God, Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is probably I guess it turns out okay, but I don't know.
I mean, I'll watch it, yeah.
I was, Tenet, like Christopher Nolan, he's an amazing director, right? I didn't understand the acting performances in that movie. I thought they were absolutely...
I don't think he knows what he wants done in his movies anymore. I feel like he's just trying to fuck with everybody's head. I'm smarter than you. Watch this.
I mean, I like
you don't get it.
Lynch over there.
I like the cerebral stuff, but that one, the mix ruined the entire fucking movie, and I don't understand the decision behind it.
When you say mix, do you mean like the audio mix and the fact that you can't hear dialogue?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like trying to listen to Bane.
Like even with subtitles. Like I can't read them.
If I'm reading it and I can't understand it, usually if I'm reading it and hearing it, I get it. I get what you're saying. But not that one, huh? I still haven't watched Tenet.
Performances. I was like, did he do this on purpose? Like the acting is so bad, but these are not bad actors. So
have you guys watched Raya and the Last Dragon?
Is it like a kids movie?
That is. It's the newest Disney movie. Thank you. Get with it.
On either.
A fly just flew into my...
Either.
Wait, say again? I missed it. A fly flew in.
Oh, jeez.
I hate flies.
What have you not seen that you're proud of? I was making her watch Step Brothers.
I'm going to put my nuts on your drums.
She hates Will Ferrell. And I was like, but this one's good, though.
That was probably the last of the peak Ferrell movies.
Y'all don't say that.
What do you think?
Oh, what's been good? I don't know.
He's not been in anything. Like, I feel like he's passed.
No, I think it's just probably a bad time to be in a movie.
I listen to the scene all the time of, was it Adam Scott doing the car? The Sweet Child of Mine? Like, you're flat. You're flat. $1,200 a week and this is what I get. What a waste of money. Like,
all right, watch how it's done. Bow, bow, bow. I'm dancing.
Yeah, that's man. I love that scene.
Dancing high like Reaper's closed.
Reaper's closed?
No, it's not. Oh.
You turned?
Oh, it's back. I heard it. It came back. I heard it kick back on.
I need to find the right preset. Just give me like 45 minutes.
Did you just open the box of this MIDI controller today?
No. I just started like messing with it again today.
What do you just sit on the couch and watch him play with his little keyboard?
Me? So far, yes. But
bitch, please. We just been going all day. I'm Derek. That isn't it.
You guys hang out a lot lately? I haven't seen you in Gisborne. Well, it's the 4th month of the year, right? So it's been a couple months.
Last night at her place while I watched a friend's dog. So Ender was very excited.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's chilling.
And she's still here to tell the tale, so clearly I did an okay job.
She lived.
You lived to see another day.
Yeah. I always get nervous watching other people's dogs.
Is your camera on like a tripod or something? Or is it on
It sucks, though. It's supposed to be one of those adjustable things. Don't ever get one of those. They suck. Like the ones that are like, you can...
bendy?
Yeah.
I was using my light for the tripod for this camera, but the last couple lenses I've got don't work as great on the boom arms because they're too far away. So like This is a 16 millimeter lens.
You can always zoom in, but you cannot zoom out.
They are fixed lenses.
Yeah, but you can scale in on the image.
I could do that. Let's see, what else? I was gonna had all this news shit picked up. Nocturnal animals. I got to add it to my list, though. I will say that. What else is going on there? No new knives.
That's all we got.
No new knives.
Yeah. We got vaccine. The second one does make you feel a little bit bad for a little while, for a few, maybe 6 hours.
6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't even count 6 hours. It's less than a hangover.
Yeah, but combined with the hangover,
I think you had it pretty good.
Yeah. Plus my hangover, I was like,
So it would just help to drink heavily the day you get the vaccine, so your hangover could just be like your regular, or your side effects could be like your regular hangover. Some nausea, sweats, headache, achy.
Just a little achy.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Pink magic. Oh, you know what? You watch The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever leave a note, a suicide note, including The Office in your bye-bye letter?
Definitely.
Well, these brothers did.
What?
2 Texas brothers accused of slaughtering 4 family members. A 12-page note. Let's see, what is it? The first and most important show we watched was The Office. The Office should have ended when Steve Carell left the show.
Is this from The Onion or is this real life?
This is real life. It was on April 6th.
Well, that's just so weird. I mean, obviously they're just have issues. But,
Eventually, it went to shit, complaining about the plot and character development that enraged him.
Is this real?
It is. So he made like 4 major points. 3 of them were about mental health, or 2 of them were about mental health in the United States. 1 of them was about gun control, and the other one was about The Office.
Like he's for gun control or against it?
He said it was a joke, how easy it was to get a gun.
Oh, God. Well,
how did he kill his family?
With a gun.
But no, he can't. I mean, that makes a good point. But, like, God, it would be funny if he didn't kill his family. God.
The plan was simple. We get 2 guns. I take 1 and shoot my sister and grandma while my brother kills our parents with the other. Then we take ourselves out.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking.
People?
Okay, that's not.
They had full scholarships to NYU.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yay. The youths.
A 12-page... That takes a lot of forethought to put a 12-page suicide letter. Like, yeah. And during dark times in my life, probably almost a decade ago, you think about, maybe the world would be better without me. Even then, I had a half a page in college. It's wide ruled paper.
I've never been able to write. I'm like, yeah. It would just not work out for me.
It's like, this sucks. I got nothing.
Somebody would still comment on the grammar. God, this was a run-on sentence.
You missed a comma.
Mm-hmm.
This definitely could have used a colon. And you misspelled suicide. Anyway, I want to bring that up to you because you're the only person I've talked to in the podcasting area who loves The Office.
I'm trying to think what stupid thing I would call out. But just killing myself. What really bothers me that's really small. Walmart should have more cashiers at the checkout line.
Why is there so many self-checkouts now? As soon as I scan my beer, they got to come over and help me anyway.
I'm all about the self-checkout. I don't want to interact with people, but
if I scan your beer, you got to have someone come over and check your ID anyway.
Cashier lanes, 3 are open.
I steer clear of Walmart. Too many crazy things happen to me in Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Me too. Girls are just like, ooh, look at that butt. And,
What butt?
Nice titties. I was actually at Publix today, and I got to walk straight through and check out. And it wasn't even an express lane. I couldn't believe it. It's glorious. And I only had 6 items. Bypassed the express lane for that because I walked right up to Bianca was her name, and bam, checked out.
Oof. I love it when there's like lines that are long and with lots of things in the carts, and I go in one with just one person ahead of me, and then it's like a fucking whole thing. The person is just going to take forever.
And then they have to write a check for like $50.
Or it's like,
and pay the rest in cash and change.
Do you know the price on this? No. Let me go check it. Oh, no. My God. I was in Walmart the other day. The line was long. I was just like, I just slapped my cart there. Like, okay.
I've done that once.
Yeah,
it was at the checkout line. I was like, fuck this.
Out.
I don't think I've ever committed to putting something in a cart. I've definitely walked into places and said, no way. And just walked out.
I'm not letting Esther on Social Security check me out. With 23 people in front of me. Like, never mind. I don't even need this that bad. I'll go through Instacart or something, and I'll let Publix deliver it to me in 4 hours.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys have Instacart too then, right?
Yeah.
Your guys is probably way quicker than ours because we live kind of in BFE.
I've never used it.
Jesus.
That's one way.
Bye.
Suicide letter.
Camera.
Just tipped off. Fucking hate this camera. Oh, I'm sorry, Ender.
This wasn't my fault.
Oh, fuck.
You could buy a real cheap Sony A6000.
Another time. Jesus.
Careful of drinks.
With no lenses. Body only.
There's no easy way to get that.
Why don't you go under?
Can we wrap this up?
Oh, so when your camera fell, it literally fell behind the desk?
Yes. Yeah, go under.
All right.
Here.
No, it's fine. I got it.
I want to listen to the struggle. Oh. Lowell's not picking up anything that's heavy. He's 137 pounds.
I know. Maybe.
Oh. So that's what under your desk looks like? You see wires everywhere? It's doing really well at like not getting blurry or fuzzy or anything. I'm pretty impressed. And there's your fan, your audio panels. I want to get those audio panels for above my ceiling.
Ooh. A nice little angle.
Oh, yeah, it looks very paranormal activity.
God. Fuck this tripod and fuck this camera and fuck everything.
I can get you a real cheap Sony A6000 if you want to. Look at that thing. Just come on, camera. Fix your zoom.
You did it.
Yeah, I'm tired now. Oh, how long have we been on?
I know we've probably violated your 45-minute rule.
Oof. Now you just caught me in a lie because I told Jenna it'd be like 30 minutes. My bad.
Listen, I'm fine. I'm doing good.
Let's, like we're about to have sex with somebody on the first date. Let's wrap it up. What?
Before you end me here, did you hear about the baby born with 3 penises?
Jesus Christ.
Are they all legitimate working penises? Does he have 3 urethras?
No, they kind of attached to one of them attached to the stump. Share. Pow! That's not the baby though, because the baby was like an Iraqi boy. So that's clearly not an Iraqi baby.
It might be.
His name was Tripod.
He was 3 months old due to swelling in his scrotum.
Bruh.
That's a tiny one, a 2-centimeter member sprouting near the root.
Like a supernumerary nipple. It's probably more common than you think.
It looks like you get a giant wart.
Wait. A 1 centimeter long schlong? How official is this?
Is it in my post?
Yeah, it's legit. I think he's already been given a listing in the Guinness World Records.
We should have talked about
most penises at birth.
Shohei Ohtani instead.
Who's that?
He's a pitcher who can hit.
Yeah, he just hit the fastest pitch of the season, the fastest hit of the season, at 119 miles an hour.
Who does he play for?
The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
A pitcher who can hit.
He's from China. He's only been in the league for 3 years, I think. He was injured for 2 of them.
Yeah, he's old. For a pitcher who can hit.
How old is he?
27.
Yeah, it's pretty old for baseball. Well, he's still got years left, but not that.
He's as a hitter, he's reaching his peak. As a pitcher, he's going to start his downfall in the next year and a half, 2 years.
Pitchers don't hit in baseball. They suck at it. Occasionally they'll hit a home run. I saw Smoltz hit a home run. I saw Glavine hit a triple, but pitchers don't hit.
So I got I don't know what they call this, but it's another story for you. Pickle packing perv popped on private premises.
I liked how you went off axis, so you didn't give us plosives.
I was trying to work it because it's hard. Pickle packing perv popped on private premises. March 15th, a pantless Florida man was arrested yesterday after police spotted him pleasuring himself with a pickle up his ass. That's a real story too.
Was
that
it
made
a
it through all
spear,
of it.
or like a hole, or like a half sour? It definitely got sour after.
They didn't taste test it, and it was not seized as evidence.
So it's still there?
They left it. Using pickle to penetrate his rectum while he was masturbating. Yeah, he was unencumbered. A large uneaten pickle in his hand. Let's see. Oh, that's all I went into.
Man.
But it was not seized as evidence. They talked about that a couple days later. That's crazy.
I just feel like it's a waste of a pickle.
I love pickles.
They're delicious.
Are you a whole pickle, half pickle, quarter, spears, slices, chips?
I like a whole pickle. There's something about a whole pickle.
Whole pickle.
But I don't think I'll deny any pickle. But a whole dill, like a garlic and dill, bread and butter. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Nothing's worse than someone has a meat and veggie tray, and you go and get a pickle, and it's just not the pickle you expect.
Very disappointing.
I've been so mad. Who the fuck is picking these?
Well, especially when that happens with relish too, and you accidentally put the sweet relish back into the dill relish, and it's just giant shit show.
I'm all about the salty brine. Don't give me a sweet pickle. Don't give me. I don't like bread and butter. I do like a garlic dill. I do like a candied jalapeno pickle.
Oh, never had it.
And I have a patient on today's Tuesday. Yesterday gave me homemade garlic cracked pepper pickles that she just made. I haven't had one yet. I wanted to get it ice cold.
That sounds delicious.
I'll send a picture of a little freshly
one
canned.
One thing that I enjoy is a pickleback. You know, where you take like a shot of whiskey and then the pickle juice.
It's the best way to tolerate a shot of Jameson is to give it some good flavor. Some pickle juice.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing shots of whiskey.
No.
All right, so we sufficiently bored the old man in the room now that Jenna joined the conversation. He's got to pick up his fucking phone like a douchebag.
Sorry. Talking about pickles, right?
Yeah.
I like pickles.
You're a big old cucumber.
I've never tried making my own, but I'm down.
I've pickled radish before. Like
Pickled.
for the Korean moo.
Oh, like...
She can cook.
What kind of... When you pickle a radish, do you make it like a dill that way too? Or is it more like a...
This was like a sweet version, like a sweet vinegary brine. Because this is the kind of radish that you get when you have like Korean fried chicken. So it's like the little white cube of radish. It comes from a big Korean radish. So I've pickled that, but I haven't done others. And sometimes I've made like the pickle salad for like a banh mi or spring rolls, like the Vietnamese style pickle salad.
I do like that.
With some daikon and carrots and stuff. But I make a lot of kimchi.
That's what I was going to ask. Kimchi. I would like to try kimchi fresh because, like, the stuff in the store, I'm not a huge fan of.
Fresh kimchi is delicious. I also think, if you go to a Korean restaurant, all of their banchan, that's the kimchi you need to try. And there's different types of kimchi. It's not just cabbage kimchi or Napa cabbage kimchi. There's radish kimchi. There's cucumber kimchi. There's spring onion kimchi. There's all the kimchi.
Radish sounds better because it's got some heat to it on a fresh radish.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Damn.
We're annoying the ADHD piece of shit. So
Yeah. Pickles or kimchi.
Oh,
No fermented foods. Fermented.
all right. Lowell, thanks for coming back. I've missed you.
Yeah, bro. You're welcome.
I'll see you soon. Hopefully you come down someday. You can meet Jackson. My little stuffed pork sausage, because that kid is chunky.
Oh, them rolls and them fries.
His body's catching up to his head, is what it is. He's at 98. What was it, babe? 98th percentile, right? Head size.
Oh, he's got a
He's up there. He's way up there. So now his body's catching up to it. He's just going to be a big hulking dude. He's going to help me retire young.
He's going to be a football player.
I'm going to make him a golfer because that way he can play into his 60s and not be he can play football. I don't want to CTE another person committing suicide and killing his family. 97th percentile. Oh, there's the graph right there of his fat head. Yeah, wow.
Look at that growth chart.
Yeah, he's up there.
You have a chart for your baby's fat head?
Yeah.
Doctors give it to them.
That's right. We keep track of everything now because it's weight for age. He's in the where's that one? That's just his weight. That's not his. He's in the 50th.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. This has been the On Call podcast. Lowell, sorry to bother you with our cooking talk. Usually, if it was ribs, I bet you'd have fucking joined in.
I got pork belly.
Things that are meaty.
Ready to eat right now.
I feel like you're not a big vegetable guy.
Are you not? You're not a big veggie guy?
I like beets.
Beets.
I like
Says
tomatoes.
the one person.
Okay, pop. You can have some. Nicole's doing some bomb-ass baby food. She's making everything from scratch, from steaming it and then breaking it down and adding little shits.
Dude, beets are so good.
She just made rosemary buttered squash puree for the baby. Butternut squash. Sorry. It's pretty fucking good.
That was pretty good.
Anyway, it's been the On Call Pod.
The On Call podcast.
Yeah. See you
Thanks
later,
for listening
motherfucker.
to the On Call podcast. Check us out on Twitter at OnCallPod. Interested in being a sponsor or want to be on the show? Drop us an email at oncallpod@gmail.com. For more info, go to oncallpod.com.
Stopping stream.